the outputs and the outcomes will be manifold. So on one hand, we will be creating new knowledge, both within this research area and hopefully we'll be contributing also to the other MeLa research areas with reports, with publications, and an international conference. We'll be setting up the coordination framework with the main library, the museum stakeholders, from practitioners to scholars to decision makers, policy makers, general public, and we will be also calling representatives from other relevant museums, from other initiatives and experts. And finally, we will be using and exploiting new methods for brainstorming through the think tank modules, and for giving the real concrete manifestation through the of our research results through the experimental design application. So you might ask, why is this new? Well, this is a new research area because we are bridging the gap between communities, the libraries and the museums that are now used to collaborate, to communicate with each other. This is so for a variety of reasons that goes from the social, historical, political, and funding issues. There are, for instance, some two key players for each of these communities, HIFLA, which is the International Federation of Library Association, and the ICOM, the International Councils of Museums, that have been investing resources in the last years for tackling the issues related to multicultural and transnational organizations. But to our knowledge so far, there have not been coordinated initiatives to create a communication channel between these two large communities. And let me just give you one practical example, a simplification. So we are sitting here in this beautiful museum, which is very old. It's got unique art objects, physical, concrete objects. He's funded by the Rome City Council, and he's visited by real visitors, say human. And then, on the other hand, nowadays, I mean, we can carry digital libraries just in one stick. So 20, 50 gigabytes of images, of text, of audio, video, 3D objects. This is my digital library that is multiplied in many copies. It's in the Wi-Fi, available online here for you in this room or worldwide. He can be accessed by the variety of different users. My colleagues, my friends, my network can make annotations, so my files, can share them, rework them, remix them. So there are many issues related to uniqueness of artifacts, of authenticity, the exploitation of technologies in which libraries took quite an early step since the late 70s, and also in the different strategies and different issues for the preservation of the cultural heritage. So you might say, in a way, that contemporary art museums might be closer to libraries, in the sense that they are testing and exploiting new display strategies. They are trying to reach out a broader audience. They're also dealing with many more digital items. So in this work package, from a theoretical point of view, we will be investigating these fluid, multifaceted, dynamic forms of multicultural and transnational museums and libraries in the contemporary society. And from a practical point of view, we'll be looking at providing operational guidelines so that these two communities can actually communicate between them. And also, we'll be setting up a network. Now, the network in the descriptions of works on MeLa, he's indicated one as one of the main project goals. And in my view, there might be also further, very interesting but ambitious outcome from this work package, the possibility to lay the foundations for a stable network of libraries and museums for lobbying at European Commission level on cultural policies and funding streams. So it will be interesting to explore this idea more with the project coordinators and the project officer. So this is how we're going to implement this plan, like in the other work packages. We too have 4 tasks. In each one of these tasks, we will be collaboratively contributing to the literature reviews and then field research and case studies investigation. We'll be setting up this interdisciplinary think tank group of experts for brainstorming, and then we will organize an international conference on our work package team, and finally the critical elaboration. We have deliverables and milestones and many reports and international conference proceedings, and a final book. And this is what we will be busy on in the next 12 months. We already begin to draft a detailed work plan on for this work package, because Heatsville is a new research area, there is not much literature review, and it will be really important to collaborate together in a harmonious and timely fashion. And then, just like work package 1 and work package 2, we will be working hands-on on documentation, field investigation, preparations of case studies, targeting, collections, analysis, proposals, conclusion. At the same time, because he will require some effort, we will be setting up the think tank group and also start planning for the international conference, which will take place in Glasgow in 2012. So I want to thank you on behalf of my research team, and we're all here, so feel free to ask more questions, or also to ask information for joining the MeLa network. Thank you.